So following on from the previous video, I gave you a function here and asked you if it was an even function or if it's an odd function or neither, and it turns out to be neither. But rather than rather than applying this transformation to this function here and then comparing it to the original, you can just have a quick glance at a function. So when you get given a function, just have a quick glance. When you want to decide if it's an even function, just visualize the graph here, visualize the function here, and then reflect it along the y-axis, and then see if it equals the original the original function. So here you've got a function here like this. Rather than analyzing it algebraically, just visualize the function like this, and then inside your mind reflect it along the y-axis to see if they're the same. So for example, this is your current function here. Reflect it to see if it's the same. So here, after reflecting it, it will look like this. Now clearly you can see, well, this is your original function here, the blue line. Now after applying the reflection, is this. So this purple line here, this purple line here is this function here. So you can clearly see that this function is not the same as this. So sometimes it's quicker just to have a quick glance. This was your original function here. Just have a quick glance, reflect it inside your mind, and here you can clearly see that the reflection is not the same as the original. If you get a quadratic like this, if you reflect it, in this case, everything would be the same. So after the reflection, it would be the same. But in this case, rather than doing it algebraically like we did in the previous video, have a quick glance. Just reflect it along the y-axis to see if they're the same. Now to decide if this function here is an odd function, yes, you could. This method here, doing it algebraically, is good in some circumstances, but sometimes just have a quick glance. Excuse me. So here, to decide if this is an odd function, rather than doing it algebraically, just rotate it 180 degrees and see if it equals the original function. So here, so this is your original function here. Rather than doing it algebraically, have a quick glance, rotate it. Remember, you have to rotate it so that you have to rotate it at the origin. So this is your original here. Oh, sorry. This is your original function here. Rotate it. Hang on, bear with me. Rotate it at the origin here. So you have to rotate it here. Okay. Rotate it there. So here, let me apply the rotation. I'm going to move it and rotate it rotate it at the origin. So after rotating it 180 degrees, see if it equals the original function. So this is me rotating it. Hang on. So bear with me. I'm rotating it about the origin here, 180 degrees. Okay, hang on. Bear with me. So here you can see here. Yeah. So this is us rotating at 180 degrees. Now, rotating at 180 degrees, you can see that this our new function is not the same as the original one here. So therefore it's not an odd function. So try and it's hard to rotate it inside your mind, but rather than doing it algebraically, try and have a quick glance. Try and rotate it inside your mind by 180. If this line here matches exactly the same as this line here, then you know it's an odd. In this case, it's not an odd because they're not the same. So yes, you can always do it algebraically, but sometimes it's quicker to try and rotate it mentally by 180 degrees at about the origin. So you have to rotate it at the origin. Okay.